gas stocks on Wednesday's trading. Oil and gas indices gained owing majorly to demand for Seplat and Total stocks. Looking at the numbers there, we could see quite a number of them changing in prices. Corn oil, of course, went up 2.26% at 34 naira. Forte oil dropped 4.78%, 45 naira 60 kobo. Mobil and MRS remained unchanged. Oando dropped 5% at 8 naira 55 kobo, and Seplat went up 4.46% at 390 naira, and Total, of course, went up 0.02% at 260 naira 5 kobo. And the daily index return for the day was 0.4% up year to date, at 10.2% up, and dividend yield remained 2%. Let's bring in now Usman Olubajo, investment analyst at ARM Securities, to talk more about this. Good morning, Usman. Thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Now, what's your view about the performance of the oil and gas stocks yesterday's trading?
So I think the oil and gas stocks, as well as the broader Nigeria index, have largely benefited from the improved FX supply, as well as recovering output in the economy. So it's no more news that Nigeria's economy actually contracted at a very slow pace, minus 0.52%, while the introduction of the investors and exports FX window has also more or less stimulated portfolio flows into the country. But I think they've also benefited positively from news externally. OPEC is set to extend OPEC is set to extend the cuts in production to March 2018, and that's expected to at least provide positive support to oil prices. Then, in addition to that, there are also ongoing talks about the opening of the Trans-Forcados pipeline, which is likely going to benefit particularly Seplat, because so far their earnings have been terrible and largely reflecting the absence of the pipeline. So if that comes on stream, that's likely going to benefit.
Okay. Now, talk us through Seplat and Oando in particular. When you talk about OPEC's cut, extending its production cut deal, whatever decision OPEC decide to take, would it really have any meaningful impact on these two stocks, considering that both of them actually reported exactly not satisfactory production output in 2016?
Okay, the indirect impact of OPEC's cuts is it has a direct impact on prices. So if OPEC decides not to extend their production cuts, prices are likely going to be lower. Then the proceeds from whatever oil produced by these two players is likely going to be lower. However, although there are rumors about perhaps Nigeria being included in the production cuts, but we don't see that significantly affecting our output. We do not expect oil production, at least from Nigeria, to be cut lower than 2 million barrels per day. But that's so significantly higher than what we have presently. So in terms of the direct impact, in terms of OPEC's decision on Oando and Seplat, the direct impact is on pricing. However, because of the concerns or deliberations about opening Forcados, that's likely going to at least create positive sentiment, as in it's likely going to raise the production of Seplat in particular.
Now, put together these two stocks again, looking at their first quarter earnings. Hello, Usman.
Yeah, their first quarter earnings was not very good. Improved higher oil prices is likely going to stimulate their earnings performance, as well as higher production. But I think another thing I need to also note is the fact that higher crude oil prices is actually negative for the downstream players. So the likes of Total, MRS, and the like, because they have to import the refined products of crude oil, the likes of kerosene and diesel. So higher crude oil prices would reduce the margin obtained on this product by the downstream players.
And what is your general outlook for the oil and gas stocks?
I think the general outlook is one of a recovery pattern. We believe oil prices are likely going to stabilize at around between $50 to $55. And we also expect crude oil production to actually improve from current levels of around 1.83 to at least 2 million barrels per day. So this is actually positive for the oil and gas sector.
So you think investors in the oil and gas sector should actually have an eye on the OPEC meeting going on today?
Yes, I think so.
All right. Thank you very much, Usman, for your time. We'll have to take a quick break. When we return, we'll look at, we're still talking about President Buhari's midterm report. And, of course, we would have here in the studio an economist and senior consultant at B. Adedipe and Associates with us. And that would be after this break. Do stay with us.